In today's video, I'm going to tell you why courage is worth more than money. Let's dive in. All right, well, welcome back to the channel. And I'm excited about today's video because it's not as tactical. It's not as you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, but it's very much a mindset video that you probably need to watch if you're struggling to take a leap. There may be a leap that you need to take, whether it be investing in your business, investing in equipment, hiring your first employee, it'd be quitting your job, it'd be joining the Woodworking Business Accelerator program. Any of those things that take some courage, this video is going to be super important to you because I want to tell you from the get-go, when you have nothing, you have nothing to lose. Okay, so let's say that you're brand new, you're young, you're starting out. Let's say you're afraid to take a risk, okay? Guys, when you don't have anything, you don't have anything to lose. I want you to understand that. It's only when you start accumulating something or you have something worthwhile that you could lose that thing. So a lot of you guys are risk averse when you don't have anything to lose. All you have to lose is your pride and your ego because you might fail and your friends might laugh at you and say, oh, how's that cute little woodworking business doing? Right? But that's part of everybody's journey that starts growing a business or starts creating content like me. I remember about a year ago when I started creating content like this, a year and a half ago, I remember everybody being like, oh, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? That's so weird. That's cute. You know, like everyone has their comments about why they think something is silly or goofy or whatever, but you have to just be willing to block out the noise and do what you know you're called to do and what you're supposed to do. And it takes courage to do it. Some of you guys are afraid of failure. Most of you guys are afraid of what other people are going to say. That's probably the number one fear that you have about why you haven't taken the leap and done what you know you're supposed to do. A lot of you guys are afraid to invest in your business, afraid to invest in yourself. And the reality is for every dollar that I have invested in myself, in my learning, in my capacity, in my understanding of things, every program that I've taken, every mastermind I've been a part of, every course that I've bought, every time that I've invested money in learning in my own education for business, it has paid me back probably 20 to 40x in return. So understand the ability to have courage and invest in yourself. It's going to unlock things that just continuing to push and struggle with your current skill set or your current knowledge isn't going to be able to develop. You got to learn. You got to be willing to have the courage to invest in yourself, invest in your business, okay? I want you guys to understand that courage is not the absence of fear. It's the ability to move forward in spite of the fear. There are things today that scare me to death that I still choose to do because I know that the ability to move forward in spite of being afraid is what has always taken me to the next level. Now, let me also be very clear in saying that courage is not being reckless. If you're going to make decisions, you need to have a thorough understanding of the decision that you're going to make. If you're going to leave your job and start your woodworking business, you need to know how you're going to get leads. You need to know how you're going to drive revenue. You need to know how you're going to scale your operations. If you don't know, you need to figure that out. One of the easiest ways to do that is to check out the Handmade Business Secrets ebook in the description below. Go check that out. You just enter your name. We're going to send that to you, a digital copy of it completely for free. We've had over 1,100 people now read that book, and it's gotten a ton of positive feedback. It's going to help you on that first initial step that you're taking inside of your woodworking business. But the number one thing that I see holding back woodworkers or woodworking business owners is this fear of investing in themselves. This fear that if I give money to something or I pour time and attention into it, I'm not going to get it back in return. And one of the biggest hurdles that you have to overcome if you want to become ultra successful is understanding that there are people that have gone before you that know how to get where you're trying to get. So if I have somebody right here that can tell me how to get exactly where I'm trying to get, let's say that without that person, it might take me 6 years to get there. Without that person, their expertise, their knowledge, it might take me 6 years to get to where they are. But I can pay them and they can teach me how to get there in a year. So let's say, for example, his business is making $50,000 a month and he's making $15,000 bring home pay. It can take you 6 years to work up to bringing home $15,000 every month, or I can pay him $10,000 and within a year, I can be making $15,000 a month. It makes perfect sense that I would be making $15,000 a month within a year and then be making $15,000 a month plus for the next 5 years, right? As opposed to not making that for the next 6 years, keeping that 10 grand, it doesn't make sense, okay? Also look at it from the lens of an economic standpoint of I'm going to get a huge return by increasing my earning capacity dramatically in a shortened, condensed time period and getting that money back. I heard a guy say this one time, and it's so true. It's costing you $1 million a year to not know how to make $1 million a year. And so that's the fee that you're paying. Whether you realize it or not, that's what you're spending every year to not know how to make that. So what if you could pay somebody $5,000 or $10,000 or $15,000 to learn how to make $150,000 a year? Then add a skill set to that to learn how to make $300,000 a year. Then add another skill set to that to learn how to make $500,000 a year. And by spending money here and there and learning from people that have gone before you, you can develop a skill set. And here's the deal. It takes courage. It just takes courage to do that. It takes courage to invest in your business. It takes courage to learn from the best. It takes courage to leave your job. It takes courage to do the things that you know that you need to do. And courage is what is worth the most. If you start with courage, the money will come. If you start with the money, pursuing the money, but you don't have the courage to take the leap, you'll never get there. So just wanted to encourage you, see what I did there? I wanted to encourage you inside of this video to build up your courage, take the step that you need to take by investing in you, investing in your business, and whether that is working with me or somebody else, or learning something somewhere, or buying the equipment, or leaving the job, or whatever that might be, have courage, be smart, don't be reckless, be smart, but have the courage to do what you know that you need to do. So with that being said, a couple resources, Handmade Business Secrets ebook. I mentioned that earlier. Be sure to check that out. We've got the Handmade Hero Academy program. That's for those of you that are still stuck beneath $10,000 a month that you're trying to scale and get beyond that. Be sure to check out the Handmade Hero Academy program. It's super inexpensive. Again, a low cost investment, a one-time payment of $497 or 3 payments of like $197. And so here's the deal. If you sell one dining table set or you sell one high ticket item from what you learn inside of that program, it's going to pay for itself. This many. One thing that you sell as a result of that investment, it pays for itself. And then if you're really trying to scale, really trying to grow, be sure to check out the Woodworking Business Accelerator program. Let's hop on a call, see if it's a good fit for you. So with that being said, love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.